Oh my god, that mid-credit scene. What is the mid-credit scene? That is a massive, massive spoiler. Not only for the end of the movie, but also the future of the DCEU. So you gotta go watch the movie to see it, or read it elsewhere online. I'm not gonna be the one to spoil it for you. So Black Adam is the long-awaited DCEU movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock has been attached to this movie for years. This has been his passion project. So, how did it turn out? Well, it's a mindless action movie. It's definitely one of those movies where you shut your brain off and just enjoy the ride. As a DC fan, I've learned to not really expect much from the DC movies because they have no unity. They have nobody to foster this whole thing like Marvel has with Kevin Feige or Feige, however you say it. So I go into DC movies with really zero expectations. And because of that, overall, I enjoyed Black Adam. I mean, it's definitely not going to go down as one of the best DC movies. Not at all. But this does introduce a lot into the DCEU. Not only is Kahndaq, Black Adam, the Justice Society introduced, but we get Eternium, Intergang, and the connectivity for the whole DCEU is, of course, a cameo from the Wizard, which, not really a spoiler, because how else does Black Adam get his fucking powers? And, of course, Amanda Waller, which, also not a spoiler, she was in the trailer. What is Amanda Waller doing in this movie? Now, that is a spoiler, not gonna say a thing. Now, I think they got everybody's powers overall pretty good. Black Adams were, I think, pretty much to a T. Dr. Fate, they did pretty well. Hawkman, they did good. Cyclone, they did good. Atom Smasher, I mean, his powers are becoming really big, so you can't really fuck that up. But the character is kind of made out to be kind of an idiot. But we do get a fun little cameo of the original Atom Smasher, who the current Atom Smasher inherits the powers and the costume from. And it's fun because of who plays him, which you gotta watch the movie to see it. Black Adam suffers from what pretty much all superhero movies suffer from, a hollow villain. Now, the movie is made out to be like, oh, wait a minute, is Black Adam the villain? Is the Justice Society the villains? Because at one point, somebody brings up, which I thought was perfect, that Kahndaq has been under occupation for almost 3 decades. Justice Society goes nowhere near Kahndaq to liberate them, but all of a sudden, there they are to take out a potential threat to the world. So when there's a threat to the world, Kahndaq matters, but when it's just about Kahndaq, fuck you, Kahndaq. So that was a good point. The Justice Society, they're supposed to care about everybody. They're supposed to help everybody except Kahndaq, apparently. But neither of those are the villain. And it's just, honestly, it's just some random dude who we get his quickly, like that backstory in literally 2 sentences. And it's just another dumb, hollow, wasted villain. Everybody plays their particular characters well. The Rock did fan-fucking-tastic, though, honestly, it was missing his trademark humor. I will say that. Though Black Adam is kind of a serious character, but it could have used a little bit of the Rock's trademark humor. Pierce Brosnan, he was fantastic as Dr. Fate. The guy that plays Hawkman, I probably should have looked it up. I apologize to the actor. He was kind of a hothead, but Hawkman is also kind of a hothead, so, he played the character well. At one point, we see a off-site Task Force X prison, and we see that it is filled with people, with things. We don't know what they are. We don't get any close-ups. I want to know who's in that prison. That itself alone is a movie I want to see. James Gunn, The Suicide Squad 2, let's get on this. The action scenes, they're like 50-50. Sometimes they look fantastic. Other times they look like shit, like the CGI budget. It's like they ran out of money towards the end of the movie because the big final battle is, of course, a big CGI fight, and at times it looks like shit. But it's a mindless action movie, so you can't really expect much. At the end of the day, Black Adam, while I did enjoy it, it's not really much of a movie. Like I said in the beginning, it's a shut your brain off, mindless action film. Just sit down with no expectations whatsoever and enjoy the ride. Because honestly, the only really exciting thing is the mid-credits scene. So, at the very least, just stick it out, and to me, the mid-credits scene alone is worth it. I give Black Adam... it's a tough one because I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it's not really that good of a movie. I'm gonna give Black Adam a C-.
Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get notified when more reviews go live. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie or show, and I will see you next time.